Hey everybody, Sandy here, aka Montolio, and we are back for a vintage challenge today, and we're playing Dredge. I made a last minute pivot. I had made Hogak Vine and had it all honed and looking nice, and decided to last minute play Dredge. And maybe I will get into that a little bit later as to why I made that decision, but this is an obvious keep. Very nice looking hand. My opponent is either a Hogak or a Golos player, one or the other. Both of which could be challenging matches for us. Yeah, so this looks like we're playing against Hogak Vine. Sadly did not win the die roll. Let's see what they did here. Okay, Gast. Hogak, yep. Let's see if they play into my misstep here. Yep. Very nice. Okay, they're down to one card. How do we want to do this? First things first, let's Bazaar. I mean, I think there's a world where we just get rid of the Force of Will here, right? Like, the chances of us using Force of Will are pretty small. Like, I am worried somewhat about them finding a Hogak at some point. So maybe that's worth getting rid of the other grief. I think just getting grief in the yard is probably fine. Just keeping the Force of Will in case we need it in emergency. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Okay, they did have the Wasteland. That is a little bit unfortunate, but that's the world we're living in. Okay, so we're probably not in very good shape. The good news is we have a bridge and a dredger, and it's our worst dredger, but there's the Ghast. Okay. Wasteland, yep. I mean, I think I'd take the trade if they offer it. You have to do well here. And we did. That was really good for us. Um, do I want to trade here? They can remove my bridge, but I think that's okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it because the Bloodghast can't block, so I'm going to get in here. I'm just going to take my bridge token. I think that we need to be proactive here. Like, the longer this game goes, the worse it gets for me with reference to them finding a Hogak. And Hogak can take over the game. Okay, they did find their Gak. So we have to hope they didn't find a land here. Doesn't look like they did. Um, do I take this block? If they have a land, it's bad for me because Hogak will come into play. Okay, I'm just going to take it. We have to do well with our imp here. Okay, I guess that's not the worst. Just get in, get our damage while we can, guys. And let's hope my opponent misses here. We're going to have a good turn next turn. Okay, this was one of the reasons that I did want to block last turn, is that now they can get the Gak. But they take a turn off to do it, and we have a Grave Troll in our yard, Chills to be able to help us along. I mean, we're in a precarious spot, but the good news is that they don't have a Vengevine in their yard. So the obvious play is to eat a Grief. Let's hope we hit another Bridge from Below or more would be fantastic. And Chill and maybe a Narcomoeba. Is that too much to ask? Okay, we hit the Narcomoeba, which is great. Cabal Therapy. So I definitely think that this is worthwhile therapying because I really do want to get value out of my bridges here while I can. I can't attack. So we're going to sacrifice the Narcomoeba here, and we're going to name Golgari Grave Troll. Where's the Grave Troll? There it is. Get the Grave Troll in my yard. Still have creatures I can feed for Icarid next turn. With this new download, it's messed all my settings up here. So we're getting 2 amalgams. We have a bridge. They don't have any cards currently in hand. The Icarid is going to die. It's going to give me an 8/8. Is it worthwhile naming Stinkweed Imp out of my hand? Perhaps. I've got double Grief for Icarid, so I don't think I need to do anything currently this turn. Just pass turn. Now, we're going to take a fair bit of damage here this turn. But not enough to kill us. We have 2 amalgams coming in, which is good for next turn. So the question is what can we do to kill our opponent next turn? That's going to be the question. If they miss here, that's good news for us. We're just looking for them to find a non-bazaar land. So how much are they coming in for here? 12, 14, 15. They can put me to 1. But I'm coming back for 3. I've got 8, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17. So yes, they can't come with everything. I think I just take this if they just come with the Bloodghasts. I think I can take the Bloodghast. I think there's a very reasonable chance that they can just recur them, and I don't know that it overly benefits me to block them. Like, I can take the hit here and still survive next turn through a Hogak. We would also lose our bridges, which is our bridge, which is a very important part of our game plan right now. I mean, I hope they don't attack with Hogak here, but we still have 4 Creeping Chills in our deck, and Creeping Chill can really change the math of the situation here. If they attack with Hogak, I think that's bad for me, and they have deduced that that is the correct line. So 8, 10, 12. That puts me to 4. They can't currently recast a Hogak. They need to cast a green creature from hand and have another Hogak. And I am coming in for, if I hit a Creeping Chill next turn, I think I can win the game there. I'm going to take this. 8, 10, 12. Get rid of grief. And we just have to have a good dredge here. Okay, we hit another bridge, which is amazing for us. Okay, so what can we do here? We did not hit a chill, but I have double bridge. So there's 8, 10, 11, 14, and they block and kill my guy, and I die on the swing back. So I can't, in good conscience, attack here. I mean, I can put them low, but I still need to be able to deal with everything that they're doing here. They have one card in hand. I think what I do, like the bridges are going to take over the game, right? Like I am giving up a very significant attack here for sure. But if I sacrifice my Narcomoeba here, targeting myself for Golgari Grave Troll, and just let the Icarid die, like that's a lot of power on board. Yeah, I think that's what I do. I don't think I attack. Yeah. I mean, I probably can sneak a couple damage, but I don't know that it's worth doing. The main reason I don't want to do that is I don't want to kill my bridges right now. Put a Grave Troll in my yard. I'm just going to pass turn. No need to attack here. We are going to have inevitability on our side. The card I think that would be the worst for me here is if they found a Deathrite Shaman. That would mess with my Icarid. Sadly, I only have one Icarid going, but opponent did not Bazaar and upkeep. They want the extra card, which makes sense. We can handle their board here. But this deck does have ways of coming out of nowhere. Like, we have to remember they have Vengevines. So we don't want to be too inactive. Let's see what they do. Okay, just coming with Gak. Interesting. Okay, so they're just going to be able to redeploy Gak here by the looks of it. Oh, coming with everything. That's great news for me if they do that. Okay, so what can we do here? We're going to put these guys up against Gak. Going to do this. Yes, they can pump their Root Walla here. And they're just going to redeploy Gak, I guess is the line, right? You know what's interesting here? Do you want to know what's interesting, guys? Is I can actually take 2 damage here, so only one of the blood gas goes back to the graveyard. There's a chance that they might have something that they can cast to still be able to bring Hogak back, but that takes their one less blocker back. Like, this puts me to 2. I think that's what I do, right? Yeah, I'm going to 2. I think this is correct, guys. Hmm. This I still think that they're likely to get the Hogak back, but this is my best bet in inhibiting them from doing that, taking the 2 damage here. I'm gonna lose my bridges, but if I stack it correctly, I should get 4 zombies for my 2 prized amalgams that are gonna die. Which means we should have enough to be able to kill them in the following swing back with the Icarid, depending on what it is that they have here off the Bazaar. Have they stacked it for me? Yep, they stacked it wrong. They auto stacked me. Unbelievable. Oh no, they just put all the damage on my zombie. Okay, that's what they did. Okay, let's see. They did find a root walla, and let's see if they found a land to bring Hogak back here. Yep. Okay, so they got their Gak back. So we are in some trouble here. I guess maybe what we should have done, knowing that that was going to, they were going to put all the damage on the zombie. Zombie token is that we should have just blocked with the prized amalgams. That would have been a much smarter play. Fair enough. Fair enough. Noted. So now I think we are potentially in some trouble here. I haven't thought this through, but we're going to need to hit a chill, I think. We hit 2 chills. That's good news for me. Okay, so we got there. We were going to be able to kill them. So they were going to take 10, 10, 13. Yeah, we got them. Okay, a little bit of an error on my part there. Did not play that optimally. So we're up against Hogak Vine. I typically don't like Leyline that much. But let's see. We've just got a whole bunch of different stuff here. Where therapy is good is in that instance where I was able to bring back, take cards out of my opponent's hand. I mean, Force of Vigor is just sadly a necessary evil for us. I have a tendency to think Force of Will is probably not best at this matchup. I think Grief is likely a better card because of the presence of Surgical Extraction. Their own Force of Vigors to be able to hit my ley line. It's possible where they don't have a green piece to use it, where it could be functional that way. I like all my waste effects. I think Bridge is very important. I like my Creeping Chills. So we need to make one cut here. Okay, sorry about the time there, guys. Just ended up using the washroom. So we need to make a cut here. And this is easier said than done. I think I'm just going to cut a Grief here. Let's try this out. Yeah, this is a nice looking hand. If they do the slow hand with Deathrite Shaman, we're going to have a nice play with the Mental Misstep. We've got Double Bazaar to circumvent around potential Wastelands. I think we've got the Hollow one if there is Leyline of the Void, but obviously we don't want to see a Leyline. Okay, we avoided the Leyline. This is also going on Surgical. So yeah, we're going to play our mental misstep, and that's a pretty big game for us getting through there. Let's see what we can do here. So this looks pretty good. We want to play a bridge? So we want to get rid of Thug, and we want to get rid of Shambling Shell. What if they force a Vigor or Hollow One here? I guess we can get rid of it. Let's do this. If we don't feel like we can attack in with Hollow One because we're fearful of losing our bridges, then that's fine. We can sit back. I guess Surgical Extraction is a reason to not do that line with the bridge. I did not think of that. Okay, they have another Deathrite Shaman. All right. No Wasteland. Okay. Surgical, once again, would be very bad in that position, but there's not much we can do about that. Gonna Thug here in our upkeep. We hit a Chill, which is great. So let's get that Bazaar on the table as fast as we can. I am going to attack with my Hollow One here. And we're going to Bazaar, guys. And this is what we came here to do. Okay, next turn we have an Icarid, which they're going to eat. Wasteland, okay. So now they're getting me under control a lot more. The second Wasteland was really good. Let's see what they do. I mean, I'm presuming they're going after my Icarid here, but seems like the obvious choice, but not necessarily. I guess they could be concerned about what I'm going to dredge. Yep. That's what we wanted to hit was the Narcomoeba because this is going to bring in my amalgams. Very nice for us. Okay. Now, of note, my opponent is gaining life here. It's not lost on me that they're getting life here as well, but um, it, they don't typically run Tabernacle, so I should be able to circumvent that. It's a lot of damage coming through. Yeah. All right. Okay, that felt good, guys. Was a little bit worried there when I saw the second Wasteland and the Death Rite, but uh, as as is often the case with Dredge, once you get an incremental amount of cards into the graveyard that are Dredgers, it's very hard for your opponent to play around it. They proactively, and I believe correctly, went after the Icarid because that was going to enable the prized amalgams, but of course we were left to a natural Dredge with a Stinkweed, hit an Archamoeba, and of course that brought them in anyways, so I think that's one of the reasons why you play Dredge is just so versatile. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and we're going to see you for round two.